Hello. Okay, hold on. Let me set my thing up first. So let me tell you what I've been doing because feels like I haven't made a video in forever. So, hold on. Why? It's like I have no service here. Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to talk about is, well, this is probably I'm trying to do this quick, but it might be about 30 minutes in total. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is, I always get tonsillitis and I always get tonsillitis and strep throat. And I've done that since I was probably young, maybe 9 or 10 as I can remember. And it was to the point when I went to the doctor, they just knew what medicine to give me and it just worked. But lately, my eyebrows are just so freaking dark. But lately, I started thinking like, well, what if something happens and I get tonsillitis and I can't get to medicine? What am I going to do? You know what I mean? How can I heal myself? Because I don't want my body to get addicted to antibiotics. So I went to the Leaves and Root store, and I'm sure you all have a Leaves and Root store or something like that. I live in Florida, so where I live at, is it lagging? Where I live at, it's called Leaves and Roots. And so I went to the store and I got this tea. First of all, I'm in Joy Gardner's class. So let me show you. This is one of her books. And it's vibrational. It's all like everything she does that she's been doing since the 70s is like vibrational healing, color healing, crystal healing, everything like that. So what really led me to her was Edgar Cayce, because Edgar Cayce has 1,001 books. What am I looking for? I don't know. It was called Color and something. But I started thinking like, yeah, color. So it started triggering that, which triggered on and led me to joy. And so my throat, when I got my chakras aligned or was seeing what was out of balance, my throat, as I'm pretty sure everyone that knows me in real life, was overactive. I have no problem talking or telling anybody what I think. So let's tie all this in now. I keep getting tonsillitis and strep throat. And I've been doing that since I can remember, at least 3 or 4 times a year. So I went and got my throat checked at the Minute Clinic, and it wasn't strep throat, it was tonsillitis. So I was like, I'm going to see if I can heal myself just in case I have to live off the grid. Plus, I'm starting this herb class in January, and I can't freaking wait. And I'm pretty sure you heard me mention it before. So I went to my Leaves and Root store where I get my water. And I got this tea, and this is just a sore throat tea. But only reason I got it is because it had marshmallow and licorice was one of the main ingredients. I don't know if you can read them all. Can you see that? Marshmallow, cinnamon, licorice, orange peel. Anyway, it's all this stuff. And I was like, well, let me take it. So I started taking this, and I was drinking it 3 times a day. Then I got the, nope, not those. Of course, I drink this all the time. This is goji berry. That's just another name for it. And I just put that in my tea, and then I drink it. And where's my other stuff? I'm taking, I'm not even taking it anymore because I feel better, which they're probably in the kitchen because I just took one. But it's a antiviral. Where the frick are they? It's an antiviral one, just like this. It just comes in a pack like this. This is something else. This is for energy. And this has burdock, ginger, dandelion root, hibiscus flower, red clover blossom, and sarsaparilla. And so I've been getting stuff like this, and I give them to my kids for energy and stuff like that. So, heard of that book? Yeah, it's supposed to be good. Whose book? You're talking about Joy Gardner, the vibrational healing, or Edgar Cayce? Matter of fact, I'm going to do a whole book thing of my Edgar Cayce, because the whole reason that I even came across Edgar Cayce was I was at the library and I came across the Dead Sea Scrolls. And at that point, I was you couldn't get me out of Atlantis or Lemuria or the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Gnostic Bible. This one. And so, yeah, I'm in her class. She does classes online every Sunday. And you have to do like a whole interview with her. And the class is a year long and we graduate in Hawaii, and that's just a whole nother story. But really the whole reason I'm taking this class is because for me to do anything, I need to make sure I'm healed completely myself, and just to know all these things, which I want to know. So I feel like I'm trying to just do it every way possible. And so anyway, so I started taking this tea, and I went to the dollar store and I bought this blue cup because the throat chakra is associated with blue. And if you know about color healing, you can, like, anytime I drink, I just put both my hands on anything and say, I bless this water. Anything my kids eat, I just tell them to say thank you and bless whatever you're eating and drinking for your highest good. And I'm telling you now, in 3 days, I literally have no sore throat. You see what I'm looking like? Well, hence my hair and my eyebrow. But I'm telling you now, I have never, and I'm over 25, let's just put it like that, have ever been able to not, by day 3 when I get tonsillitis, I can't even get out the bed. My whole body hurts so bad. It's so achy. And just off this tea, or licorice, marshmallow, cinnamon, cherry bark, orange peel, slippery elm, like seriously, you put 1 scoop of this, you boil some water, put 1 scoop of this in, let it sit for 15 minutes, strain it. And I'm telling you now, I have not missed a beat. And so that's one thing I did, and that's how I healed myself from tonsillitis. Well, I don't know if we're allowed to even say the word healed, but even with this whole YouTube, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say things like that. But I literally am 110%. Like, seriously, I just cannot believe it. And I wouldn't even believe it if somebody told me this crap. So that's how I healed my sore throat. Then continuing on with what I've been doing, of course, Joy. And there's also another book I love. Since you, what is your name? I can't even see it. Since this is another one of Joy's books. And I just love her to death. Like, I love her. And there's like 10 people in my group, and we're like from all walks of life. Like, you would just die, but yet I know that I soul grouped in with some of these folks. And here's another great one. This is Margaret Ann, and I live and die by Margaret. Like, these books are just, so anyway, associated with the throat chakra, to tell you, I figured out my life purpose. Finally, usually I would try to sit and say, what's my life purpose? What's my life purpose? And when I stopped trying to figure out what my life purpose is, it all just fell into my lap. So let me get there. But anyway, yeah, this is very good. I'm all about the vibrational healing. I'll do all this stuff. Like, I'm doing everything: color healing, vibrational healing, nutrition for intuition. I'm not trying to make anybody go vegan. I'm just showing people just different routes or whatever works. Astronomy, of course, is a big part in everything I do. Tarot. I also like bits and pieces, but you're going to freaking die when I tell you who I just came across, where the spirit of truth led me to now, and what's about to be next in my life. Like, you wouldn't even believe it if I'm about to tell you. So anyway, yeah, that's Margaret Ann and Joy. Amazing. So color healing. Why do you wear the colors you wear? Just question everything. And then Google search what that color means. And da-da-da-da-da. Well, anyway, it's September, and we know that's a 9-month. Well, really, Sept to me means 7, but for some reason, which is, if we want to really go there, September, which is 7 to me, in 9/11, so that would be 7/11. That's a whole nother video. So what I've been doing now is, since this is just crazy, like, my whole life is just so, like, you guys would just die if you saw me in my little cubby space. Oh, this is what I'm reading now with Edgar Casey, because I'm back here. Like, I cannot get enough with freaking Atlantis, and I got this book a long time ago, so I was like, let me read it. So what I'm doing now is, since it's the 9-month, I came across one of these guys I follow, and his name's Ali something. I can't remember. I should have posted a link. And 9, well, matter of fact, let me just show you what the number 9 means. Screen share. You know, I think I know what I'm doing here. So funny. Can I do it this way? Let's see if it pops up. No, we don't want to do it that way. We want to do the entire screen. Hi, I'm back. Okay, we're going to do the entire screen. I just love you guys. I missed you so much. I don't even know who watches me. Okay, we don't want to do that. How do I do it? I swear, I used to know how to do this stuff till they upgraded my stuff to Windows 10, and now it's like, what the freak? I want to screen share the entire screen, but I don't know why it's doing that. But can I even pull up anything else? Let's see. Anyway, so I started looking into, because you know how my mind works, I'm just everywhere. And so I went into what the number 9 means, because remember, this is all tying into one bigger picture. Crystals, oracle, tarot, color healing, sound healing, like the sounds of my body, like I'm a human design manifesting generator. So it's better for you just to ask me a question and see what sound I make. Like I'll be like, or mm-hmm. So anyway, well, while I'm talking about sound healing, let me just go into this real quick. My class Sunday. Okay, let's get out of here. Well, I don't even want to get out of here. Let's do this first. So I went and seen what number 9 meant, because just say if we are doing the what is this? Gregorian calendar or whatever. This is the 9th month. So number 9 is the number of universal love, eternity, faith, universal spiritual laws, which if anybody knows me, I'm all about the universal spiritual laws. The concept of karma, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual awakening, service to humanity, light working and light workers, leading by positive example. So you can just read this. I should have posted a link, but just Google what number 9 means. And so I started reading all this, and inner wisdom and self-love and freedom and just all this stuff. So I watched this video. This guy was like, and trust me, I don't even do rituals or do any of that stuff, but I ended up doing this one little thing because it just felt right. So what I did was, because there's 3, 9, 9, 9. Am I in or out? I don't even know if you guys can still see me or what. Where am I at? Okay, I see that I can see me on YouTube, but I don't see me here. So how do I get back to you guys? Okay, and I'm back. Okay, so there's 3 number 9 days, like 333, 999. So there's 3 number 9 energy days this month. There's 9/9/2016, because 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 6 is 9. And if you know anything about Gematria, you always simplify to the single number. Then there's the 18th of September. 1 plus 8 is 9, so that's 999. Remember, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 6 is 9. Then there's the 27th, and that's 999. So what you do is what I did, I lit a red candle, because remember, color associates. I'm all over Edgar Cayce. So color, Joy Gardner. I mean, color is just such a big thing. And color heals. I'm telling you, I healed myself of tonsillitis with this freaking $1 blue cup and some freaking $6 worth of tea and sarsaparilla, marshmallow, cinnamon, and orange peel. Like, seriously, I have no tonsillitis. Like, seriously. You don't know me. I'm over 25. And I've been getting sick forever. So on these dates, I decided, and you can still do it. There's still 2 999 days out the month, the 18th and the 27th. So what I did was I lit a red candle, because red associates to me the number 9. Whole nother story. Okay, so let me just stay focused so I can maybe get some points across, because I know I do have, let me tell you something. The comments that some of you people leave me, like I would never say the minute of people, or just who I was and who I still am. Like, I don't know. You guys I don't even know. Like, I will never get too big, or wherever I'm going in this world, I will never be too big where I will not always know where I came from, because I'm telling you now, I could care less about, just get me a spot where it's dry and no bugs, like mosquitoes, and I'm A-okay. But if you guys do have mosquitoes, let me tell you how to cure that. You get, hi, Joseph. Okay, this is how you're going to spray your lawn or wherever you're at. Like if you have an outside tent or whatever you're doing to get rid of mosquitoes, you're going to have a beer, just open a beer and let it stay open for like a day. So it's stale. It has to be a stale beer. You can use any mouthwash as long as it's blue, cheap, or just get a blue cheap mouthwash. It doesn't really matter, because I've used like 3 different kinds. And you're going to use 2 cups of Epsom salt. Get one of those little $1 water bottles, mix in the mouthwash, 2 cups of Epsom salt, and dump in the whole stale beer. And spray wherever you want to be. If you have picnic areas where you cook out or whatever you do, just spray that area and you won't even see a mosquito. Months. It lasts like 2 or 3 months, literally. I don't really spray it on my skin. I mean, I probably could. It's just beer and mouthwash if I want to smell like that. Matter of fact, I am going to spray it like like when we go hiking or something and I wear like backpacks or something. Might try that because I have like a lotion I use for mosquitoes for that. But just try that and you will have no mosquitoes, period. And I might do that if next time we go camping. So anyway, back to the nines. I just kind of explained what number 9 was, and it's the 9 energy, and we have 3 999s just in the month of September, even though to me, let's clarify, Sept is 7 to me. So the 18th and the 27th. So what I did was I lit a red candle because red associates, even though that kind of looks pink, even though red associates with the number 9 to me, and I can go into why, but for what? That'll be another hour. And I lit the candle, and for 9 minutes, I set a timer. And for 9 minutes, I just pictured and did my 5 physical senses, even though I know I'm more. I did my 5 physical senses. I pictured it in my mind. I felt it in my mind. I smelt it in my mind. I tasted it. I could see. So say you want to write a book. You would actually feel the book while you're sitting just thinking. Why the red candle's burning. You can look at the candle and do it, or you can just picture it or whatever. You're just sitting and thinking and you're feeling it. Because remember, just us manifesting in our mind is going to be more than your physical body could ever do in a month, in 1 hour. So for 9 minutes on 999, September 9th, 2016, which is 9, I lit the candle and I was just feeling it, and I could just think it, and just the happiness I felt, like I could feel it literally, like I smelled it and I could taste it. And what I'm talking about and what I did mine for is I came across this lady. Where's my book? Oh, of course, it's all the way over there. Okay, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I came across, okay, where's my spiritual law stuff? Okay, anybody that knows me, no, oh, and I have eucalyptus burning. So no, this is not a ritual, because I know some people just don't understand me with tarot. But like I tell you, these are just what I just like. It's nothing major. It's just my son finds feathers. My 8-year-old finds like that's signs from the angels to them. This is just what I do. So here's my spiritual law book. And anybody that knows me knows when I came out of religion, I came to the spiritual laws. Like every time I fasted, it wasn't even funny, y'all. I stopped fasting because I came to the spiritual laws. And so I have a whole big book of the spiritual laws. So I come across this gem. This is Diana Cooper. And this shit right here, it's, oh my God, like you guys don't even, but look what it says. Spiritual laws. So with work, I dug into Diana Cooper, and I'm like, who the hell is this lady? Because I read this in like 2 hours. And let me just read one little part, because you know if I start reading, I'll read a whole book. So how she does this book, which you guys are about to die when you know my next journey. So it's like this. Because you know there's 4 universal basic laws. Okay? The law of creation, the laws of life, and the law of high awareness, and the law of frequency. But in those laws, there's all those other laws. Okay, if you want to know anything about life and whatever you're doing, or you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just, well, I don't know. I see all this stuff. I was spirit led. I didn't look for none of this crap. Anything you see, any book I got, it just crossed my path. I didn't look for any of this stuff. So let me just read you this little bit, because if you know anything about me, these spiritual laws, like the whole, it just was mind blowing to me. That and Edgar Cayce, it just changed the world. Okay, so it says, life on earth is a team game. It is vital to learn the rules that you can participate and make your contribution. A game of soccer would become a free-for-all if everyone did their own thing. So players are taught the rules before they go onto the field. In the same way, we are taught the spiritual laws before we are born. Now, you have to understand, Edgar Cayce, remind you, he was the gateway to all this stuff that I know. So he tells you about the planet sojourns, is what he calls it, where in between our incarnations in the flesh and these meat sticks, we visit other planets and da-da-da-da-da, and what we get from that, and we come in. Okay, so anyway, if you know Edgar Cayce, which if you're following me, you know Edgar Cayce. Okay, when you understand and follow the spiritual laws, you can create heaven on earth. But life on Earth has turned into a free-for-all because people have forgotten them or chosen to disregard them. This book offers reminders and an understanding of the spiritual laws. For thousands of years, humans have played the game like a rabble of children. Relationships have been based on need and desire for control, success measured by material gain and possessions. Predominant emotions have been anger, hurt, and fear because people have been focused on physical and sexual sensation. When people take themselves too seriously, they are critical and judgmental of themselves and others. Many feel tense and out of control. Often people feel they have to justify their existence or prove their superiority, so that life becomes a power struggle and disharmony prevails. What did you do? No, I kept it. I got mine right here. And it's funny, when I did mine, I put a heart. I didn't sign my name because I'm not Jada. I'm a presence before I was even named Jada. But that's a heart. And I didn't even realize I did that till afterwards. And mine said, I never even named myself on this. Mine says, I am one with the creator of everything. I wholeheartedly intend to usher in heaven on earth with a pure heart of love for myself, everything, and everyone. And so on Facebook yesterday, I made a comment because where I work in a bar. Mama had to get another damn job because I got 2 damn kids in college, and you don't even want to know what I have to pay. And my baby's dad just got 4 freaking years in prison. So now I'm really pulling all the damn weight. So, which is no problem because everything works out for me anyway. So, who even asked me that? Eddie? So anyway, let me finish this before I get with you, Eddie. So anyway, this is just an amazing. It says, follow the spiritual laws and you will create heaven on earth. And then an overview of the spiritual plan. So let me just give you this little tidbit because I have to. So we all incarnate to experience life in a physical body. Earth is a mystery school, a place where our lessons are presented to us in the form of situations or particular people. It is the way in which we deal with our life circumstances that determine whether or not we pass our examinations. When we respond to all our tests with compassion, strength, and understanding, we become masters. The aim of everyone who incarnates on earth is ascension or enlightenment, which is the total mastery of all the lessons offered here. This may take many lifetimes for. If we hurt or harm another, we earn karma. Matter of fact, I just posted a video on my Facebook, what I need to post here. There's this one guy I found, it's like 10-minute videos, but he explains karma. He explains dharma. He explains all these things with like little pictures that anybody can comprehend. Because plus, if I can comprehend, anybody can comprehend it. So let's listen. This is only one page I'm reading, you guys. I'm not going to read it all. Even though the next one is as above, so below. And that is, the universe loves you and holds a vision of your future as an enlightened person, no matter what mistakes you are making on earth. Like this, Diana Cooper. So anyway, it says, very often our souls will want us to return to earth to meet the same people in similar situations in order to experience the challenges again or to complete unresolved issues. Earth is a very special learning establishment in the universe. Here we are offered lessons about sexuality, emotions, and finances that are not available elsewhere. We also have a physical body which is built according to our mental and emotional states. When we are born, we forget our spiritual connection and our past experiences on earth or elsewhere. However, we do not walk our pathway alone. We all have, we all have a guardian angel who is with us throughout all our lives. Angels are pure spiritual beings from higher dimensions who have rarely taken a physical body. Our guardian angel protects us, encourages us, and is our voice of conscience. When we are ready, we also attract other angels to work with for a specific purpose. Everyone also has a spirit guide who has lived on earth and volunteered after death to train as a guide to help those who are still here. Your spirit guide is attracted to you according to the light you radiate, and different guides come to you as you change. An evolved person will attract greater guides. We have many guides who help us with different aspects of our lives. We also have helpers. These are usually the spirits of people who have loved us in life and want to help us after they die. While your angels and guides look after you on a daily basis, there are many great angels who are higher up the angelic hierarchy, the archangels, principalities, and powers in particular, who are watching over the planet on earth. There are also ascended masters, those who have already mastered the lessons on earth and are helping the whole planet to evolve. We can ask them in prayer or meditation for help. And overall command is the source, who is known as God, Brahma, the creator, the Godhead, or the divine. We can ask any of these invisible spirits for help, and they will do what they can within the possibilities of the spiritual laws. We are multi-dimensional beings. A dimension is a frequency range. This means that part of us may be stuck in low frequency negative emotions while another part is radiating compassion and love into the universe. Simplistically, the first dimension is the mineral kingdom, where new ideas are rooted. The second dimension is the plant world, which needs light to grow. Light contains spiritual information and knowledge. The third dimension is the animal kingdom. Very materialistic and negative people are also in this dimensional frequency and have often forgotten their divine connections. Our planet is now moving into the fourth dimension. At this frequency, humans begin to remember past lives and the truth about who they are. The heart begins to open to unconditional love. In order to move into the frequency of the fifth dimension, people must have forgotten themselves and others. Fear and negativity will have been transmuted. Here is the understanding of oneness. The sixth dimension is the frequency that we rise to when we leave our physical bodies after ascension and are purifying our light body for greater services in the universes. Oh my gosh, this eucalyptus is blowing right on me. Okay, where are we at? This is where the higher ascended masters, okay, the seventh dimension is known as the seventh heaven. This is where the higher ascended masters and most of the angels reside. Your soul is the higher aspect of you, which holds all the experiences of your journeys through many planes of existence. A part of your soul, oh, that's what I wanted to put in my links. I did this soul test to see, it's a 10-question test, and it's like a IQ something. And it says, well, two of my kids and myself are mature souls. And it just means how many times, just by questions you answered, you incarnated in. But my oldest son and my youngest son are young souls. And it just changed everything when I figured out what that meant. And now that I look at my kids and I can understand. So it's nothing, but we're all still probably in the same soul group. I don't understand that part, but they're just younger souls. They haven't incarnated as many times. Okay. Your soul is a higher aspect of you, which holds all the experiences of your journeys through many planes of existence. A part of your soul, which is your personality self, has been sent to earth to learn, while your higher self or soul knows that you are a spiritual being in a human body. Your lower or personality aspects have forgotten. Your task on earth is to remember who you are. Many people are in a soul sleep and unaware that they are spiritual beings. Their higher selves are sending difficulties and pain, which are wake-up calls to set them seeking and searching for the truth. A window of opportunity has opened now for spiritual growth. Many souls are wishing to incarnate to take advantage of it. We have the chance to pay off all our karmic debts and master our lessons. At this time, there is also more spiritual guidance and help available to us than ever before so that we can move quickly towards ascension. In order to do so, it helps to understand the spiritual laws so that we can move forward with clarity and understanding on our journey. So anyway, this is where I'm at. Okay, I know this is getting long. So let me just tell you why this lady stood out and why this is the first book. I'll answer. Hold on, Jake. Who's that? Jacoby? What difference have you noticed since you did the blood over intent? Well, see, this is what happened with me. In September 9th, 3 years ago, I had what some would call a panic attack. And I don't even know if that's what it was, because I've never, like, none of my kids even had broken bones. Let me knock on wood. And nothing's ever really been major with any of us. And I was asleep because my friend went to go work out. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to work out. So I laid on the couch and I went to sleep. This is like 8 o'clock in the morning. And then all of a sudden I woke up and my heart was beating so hard out my chest. Like, this didn't happen seconds. This was at least 15 minutes long. And it was beating so hard out my freaking chest. And I was like, but something told me, just keep breathing. I was just trying to focus on just keep breathing. And I felt like I was literally going to die. So I was trying to get to the phone and I called and my teeth were chattering. I had just moved to Florida, but my kids were in Florida, but I was still in Georgia. And just for like 2 weeks. And so I didn't know if I was in Florida or Georgia. My teeth were chattering and I just knew I was going to die, but something told me just keep breathing. Ever since that, everything freaking changed. Whoops. And I'm talking about within days, maybe 3 or 4. I started coming across shit. I've never even read a book in my life. Like I never even read Charlotte's Web in the 5th grade. I never read shit. Like but it was dark that first year and a half. It was dark. I saw all the dark stuff, the Illuminati, the this, the that. Then fast forward a year to 2015, September 6th, my journey has been intense every single day. Just like what you see, wait till you see my living room. You ain't seen nothing yet. That's my Atlanta, that's my Lemuria, anyway. And so September 6th, I was like, if this is you, because at this point I'm still in religion because that's a whole nother story. But I was like, if this is you, God or source, whatever you call it, I call it source or the absolute or and I said, if this is you, just give me one word that this is you. So I woke up that morning with the word dogma. At this point, I just knew there was going to be a rapture, September 23rd. We were going to all die. I wrote a 40-page book about that with Bible verses, Bible scripture. And I'm trying to figure out why the hell is everybody so asleep in these churches? This is why I was still in religion. And then September 6th, last year, I got the word dogma. And when I heard the word dogma, I was like, okay, I didn't even know what that word meant. I never heard it in my life. So, but okay, when I was waking up from my sleep, it was like 5:59. And I looked, I didn't even have a pillow. I was sleeping in my son's bed at the foot of his bed for some reason. And when I woke up, I was laying down. And then when I woke up, I was thinking like, what was I just dreaming? Dogma. I forgot I even prayed for a word that night before till like 3 days later when I went to retrospect. And so I heard like a spring in my son's mattress right under my head where I was sleeping. And I was like my whole body was froze for 15 minutes. Then I started Googling dogma and I was like, what the hell does this mean? I don't know. And then right after that, I started seeing the 2 deities in the Bible, because the Bible from day one, I said, if this is what everyone's living and dying over, and I love Jesus, because, okay, I posted a video in my link. On this video right now, I'll post 2 more links. And one will be the IQ test, and one will be something else I just thought of that I'll remember later because I can't remember now. And it's called 27 Heavens. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if it's a book, if it's a lecture, but I know this channel has helped me through a lot of stuff. And it's just this guy reading, and he reads like books and all this stuff. And you know that I got born again this time last year, knowing Christ was a consciousness in the living ocean with all my children. And it's just like all that stuff added up to where I'm at now. It just was right for me to do that. It didn't make any difference to me because I empty me and me every morning. I wake up and fill me with source. So I'm going down trails anyway. I think that blood over intent might help people fast forward that don't have a panic attack and a whole experience like I've had, because like everything has just changed. But I just feel like it just confirms more of what I was doing. I don't really like the sun gaze and stuff. I probably need to start doing that, but I don't do that to an extent, even though I just came across this guy that I don't remember what the hell I was watching. And it was talking about, it's a movie I posted. I'll post that too. It's a movie from old days. It was called Pie and something. And he was sun gazing and he burned out his eyes. And he was young. And then like right after that, he started getting headaches and he could see again. But when he started seeing again, he saw with all new eyes. And it was just crazy. Well, not crazy, but it's realistic to me. So anyway, so this is Diana Cooper, right? So what sucked me in was the spiritual laws. Okay. Now, I took like 24 hours straight, ended up emailing, finding out, talking to. So what I did was when I did my intention for 999 and used that to my advantage, because remember, just light a red candle. If you want to know why I associate colors with numbers, just do some research on numerology. Numerology, colors, numbers, it all ties in just like that. So I figured out who Diana Cooper was. You're going to fucking die. This lady does. These are the stuff that she does. Okay. Of course I printed it out. You guys know me. Angels. I'm pretty sure if you know me, you know I'm always making some kind of something about angels just for you. If you don't know the certain specific angels' names, like Archangel Michael is associated with your throat chakra. I love Diana because she uses the 12 chakra system. She doesn't just do the 7 chakras, or like my human design where they do the 9 centers. We're doing the 12 chakra system, which makes it just feels so good to me. Like I just know this is where I need to be. This lady does angel teacher training. You can just go to Diana Cooper Foundation and see what I'm looking at. That's a whole thing. Then she does an extension teacher training. That's a whole thing. It's messages from Diana Cooper. The topics covered are how to structure and prepare workshops or talks, lead a variety of meditations, visualizations, and exercises, connect with Ascended Masters, understand the extension process and how to extend this lifetime, channel information with Ascended Masters, extension. Like, seriously. Not only that, she does transform your life, empower you to support people through transformation, develop and use a range of group and individual exercises and techniques to support change, create and support a safe learning environment, lead your own workshops and one-on-one sessions, recognize and develop your own unique learning and teaching profile. Then it goes over overall the topics included, like the inner child, relationships, emotions, and thought processes, the relationship with the physical body, the spiritual laws, and how to apply them positively. Like, are you serious right now? Then, wait a minute. And when I put this in, why is the yellow part the color where I was at in the binder? Guess what this lady talks about and does a whole class about? Golden Atlantis. Like, you don't even know. When I first started and got out of the dark part and the GMOs and all this shit that we know that we can't change, but you can change it by just doing this. Thank you. I bless this food and water, or whatever you're doing at the time. Put your hands on it and say, thank you, and truly mean it. And because we are thankful we're eating and drinking, and say, I bless this water and food for my highest good. I do it all day long. I work in a bar. People come in there all coughing, just coughing and coughing and coughing. I'm coughing because I have a eucalyptus thing burning, which I need to put out. But you see the smoke going right in my face. But the skies are terrible. Like, I was going to make a video, and I'm laying in my bed, and I'm looking, because I always leave my blinds wide open. Except one night I shut it because I started getting nervous with the UFO stuff, and I was like, oh my God, someone's watching me. I just felt like someone was watching me. But there was one chemtrail that went straight across, and the sky was perfectly blue, and I saw it. There was one freaking chemtrail, and I was like, I'm not going to even pay attention to it. I'm trying to focus my mind somewhere else. But I looked back out the window like 15 minutes later. The chemtrail now is like 3 feet long. I mean, across. It's long across the whole sky, but three feet across. So I'm like, I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to focus on it. And then the freaking chemtrail is like 8 feet across. And like 30 minutes later, I look out the window. The freaking chemtrail is like the clouds that we see that we think are clouds. I was so pissed off. But you know what I do? I say, Father, and mind you, I know it's not a man or a woman entity. It's a source, but I just say Father. And I say Father or universal source or whatever. It just depends on what I'm doing. I said, Father, just protect everyone and everything, including animals, trees, everything under the sky from anything that is not from you, your will, or your creation. That's all we can do, people. You're not going to stop chemtrails. They're not going to tell us about geoengineering. Stop doing all that and just do what I just did. Thank you, Father, for this day or whatever you want to say. And you're going to say, protect everything and everyone that's under the sky of anything that is not from you, your will, or your creation. I don't even know how the hell I just got there. You guys would die if you saw me watching back my own videos. Like, this shit's funny. So anyway, this lady, Diana Cooper, who sucks me in by the spiritual laws, because if you don't know shit else about me, you know I'm on the spiritual laws. If you don't know nothing else, I'm leaving this as a gateway, so maybe I can help anybody. If you would send me a friend request, you can help me a lot. Okay, just friend request me. Just friend request me, Jada Jackson on Facebook, because I purged my whole Facebook and I have like 70 friends. I cannot deal with anything that was just that bull crap popping up on my timeline. So this lady teaches about Golden Atlantis. I'm going to be a master teacher within 3 years. I'm going to help anybody that needs it. I'm not even worried. Like, everybody on all these classes, they want so much money, so much money, so much money. We're going to barter. We're going to do whatever. I know the spirit of truth abides in me because I'm a vessel it can abide in. I'm 100. I've always been 100. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And I'm just going, whoever wants to know, and I'm not gonna stuff anything down anybody's throat, because if you guys just knew my life, for this lady to know about the spiritual laws, the 12 chakras, she has tarot decks, she has oracle decks, about 6 of them, and I'm getting them, all of them. I just had to send my daughter some money first, so I wanted to get them this week, but mom has to be patient. So this lady talks about Atlantis. Help you reclaim your amazing talents, psychic and spiritual gifts. Bring wisdom, power, and enlightenment in your own life and the lives of others. Give you a variety of exercises to use in a workshop to enable you to connect to angels and high priests and priestesses of Golden Atlantis. Empower you to run your own Golden Atlantis workshops. I'm going to be certified in all this stuff. Angels. Just think, I just healed myself from tonsillitis with a blue glass, because blue associates with the throat chakra. But guess what? I really came to realize too, it's not all pretty. I keep getting tonsillitis and strep throat for a reason. When you have dis-ease, there's something not right here, right? I know my throat chakra is wide open, but I still have to go in too and figure out what the hell. And like, why am I always like, I'm really aggressive, like seriously. Don't think I'm a big something walking around the corner. It's just me coming around the corner. So this lady talks about Golden Atlantis. So in the teacher training module content, it's 20 teaching hours. And you do all this stuff. I mean, like, and it's so, she like has it just like I like it. It's so descriptive and it's thorough and it's all the way down. Not only does she do Atlantis, she has this thing and it's called the New Golden Age. And it's what it's called is Towards 2032, because in 2012, the world was never coming to an end. If anybody even went down that trail, which I know anybody watching me did, knows that the Mayan calendar did not end in 2012. It was just a shift in consciousness. Because if you know about the ages, which I don't understand why we're all on the topical zodiac. Like I relate more with the zodiacal because, but anyway, that's another story. So she talks about the new golden age. What is happening as a result of the new frequencies, the transition year, the planet, society, children, economy, planetary chakras and the cosmic chakras, 33 cosmic portals and other portals, initiations, connecting with Archangel Metatron, Lord Kumeka, the unicorns, the dragons, nature and the elementals, and other light beings, what the fifth dimensional world will be like after 2032, abundance and manifesting, how to prepare yourself for the transition. Okay, if you know me, hold up. What is that? I can't even reach them. I'm not about to just keep moving all around. I just finally got the Magical Unicorn deck. You know I'm a certified fairyologist. What that means is, a certified fairyologist is when I really started really just getting out of religion and out of all the dark stuff, I felt so good in nature. Like seriously, I have so many videos. They're off now. But even my kids would take off their shoes and socks. We wear so many clothes. We don't even connect with the earth. So we would go on hikes all the time and walk barefoot. It's okay. Seriously. And I was just connecting with the earth, just naturally. Like the only time my mind really ever stops is when I'm in the ocean and I'm under and I'm just floating like a piece of seaweed, literally. And so I don't know really where we're going to go with this, but I'm a certified fairyologist because what a fairyologist is, or certified fairyologist is, I assist in the nature elementals, because there's the angelic realm, then there's nature elementals, which are fairies, the elves, it's all this stuff. All this stuff is like the nature realm. They're angels' natures. They're nature's angels, I mean. And they have egos and they're not all pretty. Fairies, I'm pretty sure you heard stories about that stuff, which is all true. But so I'm down that road. There's not too much that's going to cross my path that I'm not going to believe or feel or resonate. There's some stuff that just goes right past me, but I'll at least have a conversation about it because it came across my path. But I know and believe in wholeheartedly fairies, unicorns, dragons, it's just whatever you believe in. And I know that stuff exists. I know that the trees are alive and everything has life. Like sometimes when I'm with my kids, I'll just swirl my finger around and I'll say, what colors do you see? Because if you know anything about where we're at, we're just moving through like colors. Like you're just moving like what is that movie? And you can just move through colors. Like literally like, and I just came through a color. And then you can just do whatever. You can swirl them around. You can do stuff. And I'll say, well, what color do you see? Just open up your kids' minds to do something different. You don't know what dormant cells you're going to awaken. So anyway, the new golden age, you know I'm all about Atlantis. I got the Sirius mystery, which is a big thing to her too. Something about Sirius. I don't know much about Sirius because I know Edgar Casey says we port in and out through Artemis, that red eye of the bull. What's the name of the star? There's only 4 red stars. Does anybody know? Blessing the water helps make it alkaline. What your body is alkaline, sickness cannot exist. You're right, because I'm a Dr. Sebi fan. You don't know nothing about, hold on, let me show you my Dr. Sebi folder. I love me some Dr. Sebi. But you know what? I want to do a cleanse. Where's my Dr. Sebi folder? I don't know, my daughter might have it because when he passed away, she was like, Mom, people know about Dr. Sebi. You seem clear and focused and healthy. I'm 23. How old are you? I'm close to 23. No, I have 2 kids in college. But so anyway, so we're going to the new golden age. Not only that, she has a whole freaking class on unicorns and made a deck. She has a book and a deck. I got like 30 of her books coming, all used off of eBay. I was digging and found them. Books and a deck. So this lady talks about unicorns. Give you the expertise and skills to facilitate a group or workshop in a professional manner, empower you with the confidence to organize or run workshops. This will provide you with an opportunity to connect with the high vibrational energies of the unicorns, including the symbols they give us, and ask them for help. Provide you with the skills and confidence to help others in group situations to have an understanding of unicorns, connect with them and ask them for help. I mean, like, are you serious right now? So this one lady, Diana Cooper, wait a minute, that's not even all. What else does she do? Is it all? Oh, she has a whole thing called the Keys to the Universe. And has a deck. Is there something on me? And has a deck. And once again, what really stood out is in this one little part where she has like this thing about the personal development courses, sacred sound. Like I just told you, I'm a manifesting generator. I don't know if you guys know about human design. Let's pull it out. Human design is intense. This is just the incarnation crosses and what that means. Do I have a picture of mine? Okay, if anybody has not read the 5th interview, then JAMISSONNERUDA, you can get the PDF online. Read it. I printed it out because I can't get enough of it. But anyway, this is just one book, Human Design. And look at this. But you don't, okay, so what this kind of is, which I like, it still has the 64 I Ching. And then it has, like it says, we came in with consciousness, which I know we do. What we came in subconsciously with and what we came in consciously with. And it just breaks down our chart and will still feel compatible with somebody else. But my human design, I'm a 6'2". I'm a manifesting generator. So I talk a lot and I feel like I always have to lay a foundation. But it's just so right on the money. It's just like palm reading or anything else you can do. It's just another source, which as you see, I like sources. So anyway, I'm about to wrap it up. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. And on, remember, the 18th, you can still light you a red candle. And it doesn't, we're not doing any magic here. Even though I do have 365 tarot spells and another book of spells I might be working on here. And these spells are, let's see what you can do with this spell book. Oh no, I'm nervous because I don't want to play with certain things. But it talks about how could you be scared of this? The astrology, planets, and their days. And you guys already know we went through a video with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The sun is for Sunday. The moon is, so it's talking about the 5 planets of the sun and moon are each in the ways of a different factor human endeavor. Below is a list of planets, their powers, and the days. Oh, so this is kind of freaky. Crystals and minerals, bottles and jars, perfumes, oils, and powders. I like it. It talks about hawthorn, jasmine, lavender, lemongrass, licorice root, or powder, nettles. Just use whatever you come across for your own good. There's no right or wrong with anything we do. There's no good or bad. And if you do hear good or bad, oh, I can cast a spell for love. I am a magnet for love. Love is within me, without me, before me, and behind me. I am love. So just use anything you do for your higher good. I hear comments and read comments because they say, oh, I know what I'm talking about. I thought you had said 4. I am a life path 4. I'm a life path 4, but I'm talking human design now, Joseph. I'm talking about, let's pull it out. I'm talking about this. This is called human design, and this is the 9 centers they work with. And when you print out your human design, just go to humandesignamerica.com. This is mine. I don't know where mine is, but I'll show you my son's. When it prints out, this stuff in red is what we came in subconsciously with. This stuff in black is what we are consciously with. You see the different lines? Some are black, some are red. Do you see the 9 centers I just showed you? These are the 9 centers. You see the different colors? You see that? Well, my son's chart, you see how many white spots are open? He has a lot of open centers. The ones colored are defined. The one open means something different. So his are open. Let me show you. I don't know where mine is. Anyway, I'm a profile 4/6, and I know I'm a manifesting generator. Let me show you. Okay, this is my youngest son's. You see the difference? He has a lot of centers that are already defined. And then the lines that are connected are channels, and they all mean something. The lines that are red and black are subconscious and conscious. The lines black are just the conscious, and the lines red are subconscious. And like I have a channel going from the very tip of my ajna, he does too, to his throat. This is the heart center, and it's broken up into the ego chakra. And I like this too. This is really, really, really good, but this is a lifetime. You have to think this stuff I'm showing you in this 30-minute video, people spend their whole lives to master this stuff. I just know an inch deep of a mile worth of shit. Okay. I'll just lead you to where you got to go. But what I'm going to do, so, okay, let's all do this. We're going to manifest whatever you want to do. So on the 18th, I did it for 9 minutes on the 9th. On the 18th, it's called, what is this stuff called? humandesignamerica.com. And it'll just walk you through. It's just like pulling up a birth chart. It'll walk you through just like that. I forgot. See, you guys have me going in my little, I don't even go in there anymore, which I need to because I got a whole bunch of stuff over there. So anyway, on the 18th, it's still a 999. Remember, Gematria, we're simplifying the numbers. 2016 equals 9. 18th is 9. 9. Use your 9 power. And the number that associates with the color is red. Light a red candle. And for 18 minutes, just think and feel with your 5 senses, whatever you want to accomplish. If you want to get married, if you want to write a book, whatever you want to, I will be a master teacher. I will still be here on this YouTube channel. I don't care how many people want help, need help. I will never forget anything or anyone, and I'm going to still be the same. Things might change around me, and that's fine, but I will know what I'm talking about. I will help people know that they can call in these angels that are all around us. Remember what if I told you, if you don't know nothing else, just say angels surround me. Somebody could have told me I still had the glasses on. So all you have to do is say angels surround me. Walk outside barefoot. You guys can all do this. You don't have to shed your blood over intent. That's like something else that's tied into that. Just be a vessel to abide in, and truth will abide in you. That's all my message is. So I don't want anyone to feel like they have to do this, they have to do that. Do what feels right. Don't do what anyone else is doing, because we're all on different paths. Just like in my family, I just told you. I have, who's mature? Howard, Mahogany, and myself are mature souls. Derek and Jalen are young souls. So we're not even in these soul groups all the same wavelength, but we're all soul groups. So anyway, this is forever. So I healed myself with, where's my stuff? I can't believe I didn't have my pills to show y'all. I healed myself with some herbs. Just say that. Just go to a leaf and root store and find just experience. Just look around and see what you can do. And I healed myself in 3 days with a Blue Cup Throat Chakra Association color healing, plus the herbs. I didn't take one pill of medicine, and I'm telling you now, I'm 110%, and I have had this shit for a long time. These are some books I picked up that I'll be reading. And the only reason I'm reading this is because I got this damn book, and I cannot keep putting it down. Like, I keep picking it back up, even though I have 5,000 other things to do. And for some reason, but I've always been led to Egypt. Then I dug all the way to Atlantis. Then I dug all the way to Lemuria. But can you believe I came across Diana Cooper? In the book she found me with was Spiritual Freaking Laws. Like, you don't eat, that's like, I love chocolate cake. And then I move right next door to the chocolate factory. Or I just can't even explain it in words. Like, I might need to just do sounds. But so Diana Cooper, that's what I'm manifesting on the 18th. I will be a master teacher. I don't care about, I just want to know what I'm talking about. So when I'm talking, I can clearly direct or help, because it doesn't matter any way around it. We're all spiritual beings, period, point blank. And then also, let me just share this last thing, because it's not all pretty around here. And I know I keep saying that. So I went through this deck, because this is the deck. I meant to pull it out like 2 days ago, and I have so many decks, and I have to spend time with my decks. I don't have to, but I choose to. Just like if you want a good relationship, you spend time with that person, and you just do. So I pulled this one up, because I don't even know why I got this deck, but I got it. And so I was going through, and on one of my decks, see how your mind works, I just go with intuition. So I'll just give you an example. So I went through the deck, and I was just watching a video. Excuse me. Abraham Hicks, everything is always working out for me. That's my go-to video. And I was just looking through the deck, just like what I'm doing now. I'm just looking through. And something said, well, count your cards and make sure they're all there, because I did get a deck a long time ago, and all my cards weren't there. But I was like, why would I count the cards? So I did it while I was still watching the video. So I was counting through like this, usually by fours, and then I put them down and count through. Excuse me. And then I was counting through, and I was like 18, 19, 20. And for some reason, I stopped on 20, and I was on the 20th card, but I used this deck. So none of them are in order. Do you see? They're all different numbers. Well, some of them might be order. So anyway, I pulled it, and I stopped on 20. And for some reason, I just stopped on 20. And it was card number 20 when I stopped, because I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I was just counting through, and I stopped on 20 and pulled 20. And the card I had stopped on was this. And I was like, okay, so let me look it up. So this is just how I do. I don't even know. This is just how I do. And I always blow my boxes. And these, like, I just love these cards. Like, I don't know what it is. So I went through the book. And because I was like, there's 6, because it says tarot, but it's only 65 cards in the deck. So that's why I was really counting to see if all my cards were there, because sometimes your decks don't come with all the cards, and who knows why I did it, but I just did it. And I have one more thing to show you when I'm done. So the qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. Wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with lessons that you learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life. And I keep teeter-tottering with what I eat. And like, say, I'll just like put a Twix in my mouth, and I'm just doing all these things. And I'm like, why are you even doing this? And I know that I need to stop doing this crap. But I don't know. So I felt like that was the first thing that popped in my mind when I read that is the thing I'll go with. And then the second thing might be the second thing most important. That's how intuition works. If you can just let go and let trust. Whatever pops up. But don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alternations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and the blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. So that's the card I stopped and pulled, and I felt like I had to say something because they were just out, and I left them out. But my last thing I'm going to show you. Okay, I posted a video in the link. Please watch it. This is what happened when I was watching that video. It's not even a video to watch. It's just somebody reading something, and I don't know if it's a book because I looked for the book and I can't find it or anything. So I don't know if it's a lecture. I don't know what it is, but I kept falling asleep and waking up, and it must be a playlist, and it just kept going to different things. And I just want you to hear what I heard. And maybe if it resonates with you, you'll get to hear it. Maybe this is just a lot. You're watching this far just to even hear this. But it's about Jesus. And the same day on September 6th last year, when I heard the word dogma, I heard the word, okay, let me just give you a little story. So I heard the word dogma, right? So it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I laid froze till like 7, 8 in the morning. I fell back asleep. I'm falling back asleep and waking up all day long. I'm in my 7-year-old's bedroom, but for some reason the History Channel's on. So that morning on the History Channel, I'm hearing that they were running all these Jesus shows, right? And or the history of Jesus. And this is when I first even heard about the Gnostic, the other 52 missing books. Even though when I was doing all my research on the King James Bible, I do remember Martin Luther taking out like 7 books in the Bible. I remember Constantine's wife took out reincarnation in the Bible. So I knew things were happening, but I really didn't know what was what. So I'm hearing all these Gnostic. Oh, that's probably why the Dead Sea Scroll means so much to me with Edgar Cayce when I found that book. Because I'm laying there the morning I hear dogma. I'm still in religion. I'm making repent signs, go repent. I'm having my kids pass them out in Daytona, putting them on cars. I'm just doing all this crap like I was a crazy person. And so I'm laying there and I'm falling asleep and I'm waking up and I'm falling asleep and I'm waking up. And so I get up, right? Because I'm like, well, let's just go to the beach. I just need to get out of here. I couldn't believe I heard the word dogma. I didn't know what it meant at the time. And I'm looking out the window. And when I'm looking out the window, I'm like, is it raining? And right then I heard on the TV, Jesus' reign is everlasting. So I didn't know what journey I was coming down next, but I knew that whatever was going to matter was dogma and Jesus' reign would be everlasting. Jesus to me is an ascended master. Jesus is, oh my God, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. Jesus' reign is everlasting. He like personally pumps my heart each beat with compassion and love. So they got this deck. Let me show you. Gosh. Oh, that's another thing I can tell y'all what happened to me. Okay, so anyway, this is the deck. Don't get me wrong. I know he doesn't look like this. I know. If you know me, you know I've been through religion. So we can have them talks too if you want. So I was going through, and you do it just like tarot. And the first card I pulled, because they're just messages. This is not a divination. This is not anything. This is just messages, like just to maybe they're just little scriptures. And so anyway, when you watch the video of the 27 heavens that I sent you and listen, you will understand who Christ is. He's the age, the ascended master of where we're going with love. And you just don't have any clue what the importance of this guy, Jesus, or this entity or whatever it is. So the first card I pulled when I pulled these, like these cards are amazing. So let's just say I'm just going to pull a card for anyone watching, even though this one just popped up, and see what it is. Oh my God, look at the card. Pray always. Can you see it clearly? I don't even know if you guys can see it with the glare. And if you know what pray means to me, and I've had these videos all the time, we don't pray like, oh, please let me. We are grateful and we're thankful when we come into this prayer, and all we're doing is thanking before we even, oh my God, I cannot believe, and this card popped straight out. And all we're doing is thanking and being grateful, and we're just calling in the angels. You don't have to pray for anything. Just pray for common sense and for your higher good. Pray for peace and joy and wisdom and discernment, if that's the word you're going to use. These are just things I do. I say, thank you, Father. Thank you, Divine Source, Universal Father, Mother Gaia, Grandmother Earth, Grandfather Sky. Thank you, archangels, ascended masters, elementals, fairies, ministry angels that are always around us, that all you have to do is say, angels surround me. Guardian angels, I have to pray. Like, I keep having these weird, freaky, nasty, like explicit XXX dreams. And I'm like, it can't get me while I'm awake. So shit tries to come to you through your dreams to make you change your character and do all these kinds of things. But all you have to do is make sure before you fall asleep that the guardian angels, just call in your guardian angels. And I do it for all y'all anyway. So just imagine if you guys all do it with me and we're calling in angels. Anyone that passes my house, their guardian angels are with them. This one just popped out. Ask and it shall be given to you. Like, I just love this deck. Look at this. So look past the character. Don't get stuck. Just like we don't get stuck on color and everything else. It's just another division. But look at this. This one you have took up enough time. I just do these videos for myself. And you know what? Half these views I get are probably for myself because I watch my own shit. And sometimes I'm like, you said this, you know this, and I go pick up the book and do something that I started and I didn't even finish by my own damn self. So, but anything I do, I'm doing for everybody, not just me. And can you believe I found Diana Cooper? Like, seriously, can you guys see where this is going to go? Like, blue cup. I healed myself from tonsillitis. So let me go. I do have a life. I really don't. I don't have shit to do today. So I'll probably be doing this. And I need to stop, and I need to focus my mind, but I cannot stop. Like, it's just, that's a whole nother video, so I won't do that now. But anyway, I just wanted people to know that you can heal yourself. Just go get some tea, drink tea. That's it. I see that you guys, I thought it was Emperor Justinian's wife that took reincarnation out of the Bible. Not sure, thought, just curious. I don't know. I could have sworn it was Constantine's wife because I traced Constantine all the way back. Remember his dad, when his dad was king, had to send Constantine to live with who was the head king at that time over all the, who the hell was his name? And he had all their first sons. And then he ended up dying. And then Constantine went back with his dad. Want to Skype after? I watch your links. Yeah, we can. I'm not doing nothing today. Constantine went back and lived with his dad. Remember, then his dad got sick and died. And then Constantine became ruler. And then Constantine started conquering even the other guy that he lived with in the house. Who the freak king was he staying under? Because the king had all the other kings under him's first sons. And then he ended up taking and conquering over everything. And then I think Constantine was 17 when he started doing that. And then I could have swear it was Constantine's wife that took reincarnation out the Bible. Give me something to do today. I'll relook it up. That's a thing I traveled down a long time ago, though. But that road is long and dark. I don't know. After all your studying, have you noticed a difference in your sex life? What sex life? Okay, so since I'm just an open book, I'll give you an example because I know some people might have questions, even though I probably should make a whole video. Okay, when I was younger, I had abortions. And now this is before anything. This is before I knew better, but I just knew that I knew what was at stake. And I knew that I was responsible for these children until they were at least of age. And I was like, I just couldn't even imagine it. So anyway, that was a big thing when I went through religion. I could not forgive myself for having an abortion. Like, I am in all this stuff now in this world. So say one of my classes, I'm in a mediumship class, and there's like 7 or 8 people around me, and we have to sit in a hot seat, is what they call it. And then they'll see what spirit guides are around me or what do they see in my aura. Some people pick up on spirit totems around me, or everybody, we all do that, or colors or anything. And the one girl was like, well, you have a little boy with you and he never leaves you. When sometimes when I'm asleep, that's just terrible. But you have to remember, everything happened for a reason. And some of these souls knew they were going to get through. And so everything is bigger than us. So it was all planned out that way anyway. So sometimes when I'm asleep, I'll just hear, Mom, and there'll be nobody around me. So I know that that's one of, like, just I was telling you about how Diana does. I know, I'm not crying. Just how Diana talks about, we have all these helpers and all this stuff. And some people it's whatever. But anyway, when I was in religion, I could not get past the guilt. Like, seriously, my eyes are already so swole because I'm crying over my daughter still being gone. And right now, my eyebrows are dark and I'm going to have swollen eyes all day. So thanks. Who asked me that? Somebody asked me that. So thanks. But anyway, I had guilt and stuff to get over too. Even though I know everything happens for a reason. And this is the bottom of my dress. So when I was in religion, I could not forgive myself. Religion is the darkest place. I don't feel sorry. Let's just try to lift up everybody that's still stuck in that binding dead letter. It's something to come through. It's nothing we're supposed to get stuck in. And I could not forgive myself. And anyway, I don't even know what did you even want to know? I just said, my sex life. So when I was in religion and I was going through trying to forgive myself for this, I made a vow with God. And I said, I was already changing anyway. Like since 2000, I've been single since 2012. And if anybody knows me, I've never worked. I've never paid taxes. My first baby's dad, I had 3 cars. On my license plate said break bread. My second baby's dad, on my car said count them. I could see a car at Walmart for $3,500 and I had it in 3 days. Like, you don't understand who you're talking to. Like, this is so not me. And I just never worked. I never paid. I did breast job. Whatever I wanted, it was just done my whole life. Like anybody, whenever I got my tarot cards read, it said all I have to do is put on a smile and do whatever. And but I was always a loner. So I was fine going out and being the life of the party, but that shit never floated my boat. So I made a vow with God and I said, you know what? Because I just cannot get over the guilt with me having abortions. And so I said, I will never be with anybody like that kind of way again until I get married. Right? Now I don't know how I feel because I know how much sex is good for you and da-da-da-da. But I know whoever's, I'm going to be with that person for a long time. I know now that I'll probably never find my twin flame. Even though I might, who knows? And I was trying to explain to my son that soulmates are somebody we soul group in. I can be my son's soulmate. People are so confused. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about. A soulmate is not, oh, I love Johnny. Johnny's my soulmate. No, a soulmate could be anybody in your damn group. I could be my son's soulmate. Karmic relationships, what we all have or had, where we're like, oh, Bob, and he gets on my nerves, but I love him and I'm married to him. That's a karmic relationship. You're burning off past karma. That's all you're doing with that kind of stuff. But a twin flame, because if you know about Atlantis, we had four legs, or we walked on 4, not like animals, and we had 2 heads, and then when something happened, we were split, and that's our twin flame. That's a whole story in mythology, so you can go there too. And this book right here is great. If you want to even know half the stuff I talk about and all the mythologies with half these people, you want to know this stuff. Especially if you have kids, you want to at least walk them through this stuff too. And it has Gaia, Mother Earth, and it has Uranus and Kronos and how she saved Zeus because the dad, remember? Anyway, it's a long, but this has everything. Poseidon, Hades, Demeter, Apollo. Like, you want to know this. You're going to want to know some of these foundations to even understand what the hell I'm talking about or what you need to be learning. But you can join in wherever you want with me and I'll help you. So anyway, back to sex. So I made a vow when I was in religion. Well, how does that work now that I'm through religion? I'm through religion now. I know I'm in bliss. I'm in the 8th day circumcision. But does that vow still hold? Because I know even with men, like I was in all these groups with Santos Bonacci, and with men, you should never masturbate or do anything and get rid of your sacred seed. Only time you get rid of that seed is when you're about to make a baby. So I don't know where I feel about that. So I made a vow and that's just what it's been. But you know what? The spirit of truth, men don't even cross my path. Like I have 2 friends. Like seriously. I don't even, like people don't even cross my path. So all that stuff's like away from me. But it was to a point now, even like this last year and a half, I won't even like, I used to do stuff with my baby's dad when he was locked up and I have like phone sex and all this kind of stuff. And I don't even do shit like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When I sleep, like maybe 5 or 6 times. Okay, we'll talk about human design. Airheads Reaper show up over my bed the other night. Because my daughter, well, you know, if anyone has sleep paralysis, they're prone to astral projection. And that's just what they do. That's what they're going to do. And eventually they're going to do it whether they acknowledge it or not. So my daughter will never sleep on her back. But sleep paralysis, it feels like somebody's laying on your chest and doing that stuff too. And I know that she has experiences like that, but I've never. These things happen like in my dream where it'd be weird. And it will be like where they even in your dream, because I know I guess men have wet dreams. And that's when you touch on yourself. So it'll be dreams even that intense to make me even try to make myself touch myself, or I'll think I'm even doing things in my dream. And then I'll wake up like, what the hell? And so I remember now we call in our angels, and we have to call in our guardian angels to watch over us as we sleep. So I don't know, that urge has just been out of my body. Don't get me wrong. I'm still human, and I could still be with somebody, and I could say, oh yeah, I could. But I don't know. It's just, I guess that's the sacrifice and obedience and maturity I'm talking about now. When you come into a certain, you know what I mean? At some point you have to grow up and be mature and say what matters. And this is my vessel. So I don't know. But yeah, I haven't even did like phone sex or anything in over a year and a half. So even those urges, like to even please yourself or do, haven't even crossed my path. So yep, stuff does come. I don't think sex is empowering, and I never see. I just cross stuff. Stuff doesn't. I don't really dig, but I do remember this guy named Paul. I was in Santos's group, and he was really big on that sex. And everyone now like says have sex. All my like Joy Gardner, she's 70 something, and she can't get enough. Well, I'm not gonna talk about people, but and so everyone says that stuff, and I don't know really where I stand. That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know where I stand with that, because in religion, even though I'm out of religion, I made a vow. And then I start knowing that how sacred the seed is. I don't really know. I haven't really went down that path with sex. If you know something, let me know, because I don't really know. Maybe somebody will watch this and chime in and tell me something, because I don't know. So that's what happened. But religion's dark, and anybody that's stuck in it, I feel so bad for, because that was the worst. As you see, I can't believe it was just terrible. But I'm leaving. Now that we ended on sex somehow, and I'm healing myself with herbs, you guys have to understand, I have to start to try to stay on a topic here, because I'm all over the place. So I hope if you guys just catch one thing out of all this stuff I say and it works, that's just great, because if I just showed you what's around me, what I still want to show you guys. But I'm like, I went to too many things already. So anyway, I will look into sex and see what I feel about that. Seeing as I might be dating again soon, who knows? Probably not. But anyway, I'm gone for now, not forever.